Comics Plus, what is going on? Akasun here. We just got finished reading frantically a long laundry list from Variety, courtesy of James Gunn and the new DCU, stating everything about the new DCU. I'm going to get that video up for you as soon as possible, but we got a lot to process here, so this will probably be the first video here. And it'll be a reaction to actually the man himself, James Gunn, the head of the DCU, making a statement. He has something to say. So let's go ahead and hear what the man has to say. Let's go. Here we go.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn.
Hi.
I'm co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of
Teen Titans Go.
DCU.
Just throw that one in there.
Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love. That resets the...
Wait, hold up. We're gonna hear some stuff about that. What did I tell you guys? Didn't I say the other day in a stream? Yeah, I'll turn it up. You got it. Didn't I say just a little like that? Somehow, some way, they were gonna pull a magic trick and have Shazam still stay within this new DCU. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So I guess essentially they're just saying that in credits, wasn't that an in credits with Cavill's Superman? So that in credits doesn't count then, right? Okay. I just thought to myself, watch them literally recast a better Black Adam than the Black Adam movie. The next time we see Shazam, mark my words, guys. Mark my words. The next time we see Shazam in James Gunn verse, we're gonna have Black Adam, a better Black Adam. But I digress.
Well, that moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love that resets the entire DC universe. And then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So,
wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what? So they're going? That's the way they're going with it. So okay, so Aquaman's gonna be Aquaman then, huh? Okay. We'll have to just wait and see. But that essentially means, by that definition of what he's saying, that means that Jason is essentially staying as Aquaman, as he said he would, right? But they're not going to use him anymore. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's interesting. Okay, I guess Aquaman after Flashpoint resets the universe. Oh, you think that part of it will be reset? Like Aquaman's going to reset it a little bit as well, or unless the Aquaman story happens before Flashpoint. We're calling it Flashpoint. I don't give a shit. But then the end credits might show like the new DCU or something like that. Who knows, right? Let's keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna have a freaking migraine. Okay.
Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes.
Wait, is that what was his name? Rat or something from Suicide Squad? Look at this dude. He looks like Superman. This guy right here. This guy right here looks like Superman. Yeah, Weasel. There you go. Frankenstein. Okay. Frankenstein's wife. Bride of Frank. Is that Black Bolt? Or who's that radioactive dude in Batman Beyond? All right. Anyways. All right.
So something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation.
He does look like Omni-Man, huh?
Play their voice as who plays them in live action. The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU.
For the record, I'm gonna say James Gunn looks really excited and really happy. Like I thought, to be honest, I thought he was gonna come out here and completely Apple perform it. You know what I mean? Like be kind of nervous, be kind of like real Tim Cookish, and but he seems super excited, genuinely really excited to have taken the helm and run with it. And so far, based on this, I think he's done a great job. It sounds great. It sounds exciting. And that's excitement. The word excitement in DC have not been put together in a very, very long time.
This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025.
I like how he used All-Star Superman, but yeah.
Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns.
Dude, if Hal Jordan looks anything close to this, freaking go for it, dude. Hal Jordan actually looks cool. Who am I thinking of? Ugh. I'm literally watching like some sort of TV show right now. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't. But he looks cool. He looks really cool. Oh, The Last of Us. Yeah. That beard, go for it, dude. Jon Stewart looks great. All right. Is DC Son playing him? That's what you want to say, right? That's what you want to say, James Gunn, right? Dante Carver is
Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority.
Hey, yo, what if they're tapping in a multiverse, dark multiverse, or all that other stuff that, you know, DC loves to play with, dude? Yeah. Kyle, you want Kyle? Yeah, we can have Kyle. Sure, why not?
Is a passion project of mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters we are now bringing into the DCU and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is a story of...
I'm not going to lie. This one sounds pretty damn good, to be honest. But... I can also imagine, look, if people are getting upset over freaking The Last of Us episode, can you imagine what they're going to be about? A show with just women and doing politics and all that. I can already see the bros out there complaining, man, what is this? You know what I mean? All this show about man hating, I'm not watching it, and they'll hate watch it, but we'll see.
Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island.
I mean, to me personally, I'm totally down with that whole thing of them going out finding sailors to get impregnated with and then killing all of them. Like that's yo, that actually happened in a Wonder Woman comic. Wonder Woman wasn't Diana did not partake, but this is essentially how all the Amazonians got pregnant. It's crazy, dude.
Introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite.
All right, I'm sorry, I misspoke. I said Warren Ellis. I don't know why I said Warren Ellis, but yes, Grant Morrison obviously is the guy who created Damian Wayne. The starting point of it all. Oh my God. If they do it right, which I hope they will, you got Talia in there. Damian almost kills Tim Drake. He chops the head off of some of his criminals. Like, it's crazy, dude. Damian was an insane piece of shit when he first started out, dude. I'm down with that. And I just really don't want the whole conversation to be revolved around who's going to play Batman, right? So I kind of like the idea that they're kind of keeping it this way. And it's like, look, let's not have this whole conversation come up for a while until... In some ways, I like this idea that they're literally making a Batman and Robin sort of starting story. So it'll take some of the pressure off of whoever's going to play Batman. I personally would like an unknown person, but that's me. Let's go.
Robin, he's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. And so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of Booster Gold, and so it depends on who they cast and all that. But yeah, whatever. It could work. It could work. Bruce Timm did him fairly well in the animated series, but it could work. I'm not a big fan of him though.
It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents, whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way, so she's a much more jaded character.
Really?
And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about, a very dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very different. One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique. It's something special.
We already know which group is going to complain about that line, because isn't that exactly what was said in the original reign? Director focus, right? But whatever. Besides all that, how many years are we talking about? Yeah, I was about to say, Negan, how many years is this? Is this covering the next 3 years or 5 years? Or the next 2 years? I think it was roughly around 3 years, right? Wait, no, 8 to 10. Okay, so this is just part 1 of the 8 to 10 plan, but I'm just trying to figure out how many years. is this cover? Are they gonna interject other projects in between these things? I'm just wondering, because is this considered phase one or just announcement one? Gods and Monsters, yeah, right? Okay. It might be 3 to 4. Okay. The new DCU starting from 2025, right? Yeah. So like a 5 year at max. Okay. Okay.
Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true
Okay.
to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, James. Thank you, James. No, James. No, James. You're the real hero. You're the real hero, James. Finally, someone who cares about DC. Wow. I mean, look, the way I would say, I'm not going to take anything away from the old reign, but it is very true that you see somebody who actually understands, it seems, like like James understands the source material, is a comic book fan, and already has a proven track record of projects that reach to not just the comic book fans, but the general audience as well. Makes them very relatable, right? And something that I pointed out earlier, the fact that everybody was on pins and needles for the last couple of days, just waiting, wondering, just begging for tidbits of information about what James is going to announce, just shows that how important this reboot really is. Just shows how excited people really are. The goodwill that is being built up right now is exactly what DC needed, is exactly what Warner Brothers needed, and just show, again, I reiterate, just shows how important this reboot needed to happen. Somebody mentioned it a few days ago on Twitter, is the fact that there's two Shazam focused movies that have come out less than 2 months apart from each other, 2 or 3 months apart from each other, Black Adam and Shazam, and there's no connectivity at all between the two other than the word Shazam when using the power. Just shows how important this reboot needed to happen. Because that's embarrassing. That's ridiculous, right? We know some of the details of why that is, but the fact that that was even allowed to happen is ridiculous. So, hey man, I'm down with that, dude. I'm down with what's going on. Gunn definitely wants it to be successful. Again, for me, the biggest thing here is Batman Brave and the Bold. Just the fact that we're getting Damian Wayne. I'm totally like, it's about damn time we finally have a Robin. Somebody like Variety mentioned it, but yo, the last time we seen Robin in a Batman movie, well, without being dead or something, was Batman and Robin, 1997, dude. 1997. Finally, we get a living Robin, and not just a Joker sprayed statue for some reason. Hey man, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. Red Red Nation, stand up, speak up. There is the information from the man himself, James Gunn. What do you think about this new DC slate? What are you the most excited about? How are you feeling about all this? Do you like the way that James handled it? It's not DC fandom, but I think it's definitely this was an interesting way of doing it. I would like to see him probably do more stuff like this every 2 years or so, to be honest, something like that. Yeah, as long as they don't count their chickens before they're hatched, I think this is more than enough for us to chew at for the next couple of years. To be honest, I would like to keep it like that, and let's not make empty promises. Let's see how all of these things go and take them as they work, as they flow. There's still a lot of questions, I know. Yeah, like Amanda Waller. So, like, what's happening here? Like, are we just picking and choosing now, right? is Jason Momoa still going to play Aquaman in future incantations? Is he going to be Lobo? You know, like there's still a lot to be said, but you know, we still have a lot of time to digest it and all that, right? It is what it is. It's something to try out. Yeah, exactly. So, was this worth canceling all the other DC projects? I think so, to be honest. To be honest, I think so. It'll be very interesting to see how it goes. Yeah. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, Captain. You got it, James. We're out. Peace.